Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is code 369. Our main aim is to learn by doing. Okay, what is learn by doing? We will be having the sample project and you will be learning how to do that sample project. Okay, that is what learn by doing. And today's topic is changing into individual radius of box, inline block element, shadow, etc. And this is full stack development course and today is class 28. And next slide you will be learning how to learn, okay, because everyone is telling learn much, learn quicker, and learn efficiently like that, but no one says how to learn. That's what we will be seeing now. It takes time, but it is very important. That's what. Here you can see a quote, okay, you can read this. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Okay, questioning is very important. By questioning only you can be getting the answers, otherwise it is not possible. So question everything, why this code comes here, why this concept is applied here, how we should use this, like that. Okay, and don't listen to the person who has the answers, listen to the person who has the questions. This is told by Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein also says question everything. Okay, so you can understand the importance of questioning. And learning is an active process. We learn by doing. Okay, only knowledge that is used sticks in your mind. Only the knowledge that is used sticks in your mind. Okay, when you are doing, you will be learning it. If you are not doing, the knowledge will not be sticking in your mind. That's what he says, Dale Carnegie. So always do what you learn. Okay, and how to use this concept in our coding. Just do code when I am writing it. Okay, when I am finishing a line of code, just follow me, do along with me. Okay, and it is not just for copying the code which I am writing, but instead ask yourself the questions. Okay, and if you can answer them, it can be understood that you have understood the concept. Okay, when you know that you have understood the concept, just do code along with me. Okay, every line you can do code along with me. By doing and getting output, you will be understanding it better. Not just doing coding after completing the video, just doing along with the video. That's what I'm telling. If you want to master something, teach it. Richard Feynman, very popular person, and this technique is used worldwide. If you want to teach, if you want to master something, teach it. If you are teaching it to someone, you will become master in that concept. Okay, that is why I try to teach people. That's what. Prerequisites: install the VS Code editor, install its extensions, create a folder and open folder in the VS Code, create a HTML file, and to do all these things I have given links in the description box. Please check it. So this is our sample project. Let us see. Change the individual radius of each four sides of the square box having square as text using inline selector. Okay, sorry, that is inline CSS, but I have written inline selector. Now let us see changing the individual radius of each four sides of the square box. Okay, actually this was a square box. Okay, before this shape it was a square box. What I have done is I have changed the radius of the four sides. Okay, of the four corners. We cannot say four sides. Of the four corners we have changed the radius. Okay, by changing the radius it is looking like this. So how to make look like this by changing the radius, that's what we are going to learn. Okay, by changing the individual radius of the four sides, we can change the individual radius of the four corners. Okay, and change the individual radius of each four corners of the square box having square as text. We have written square inside, so that I am saying as square as text using shorthand border or radius. Okay, for radius also we are having shorthand option. It will make us write our code very quickly. That's what shorthand option is. We will be seeing it. Okay, so let us do this first. Just copy this in our VS Code by pressing Ctrl C. Here we have to create a new file, and I have created my file name as project.c2.html, and that .html is very important. .html, that is very important. And here you have to select the language mode, and that should be HTML, that is also important. Now what you have to do is you have to construct the base structure of HTML by typing HTML:5 and press enter. Now this is called the base structure of HTML is. And to know what is base structure and how to construct it and what are the basic elements of HTML, open tag, close tag, like that, if you have to know all these things, you can see link in my description box and check it. Okay, now just delete this is not necessary. This language English, this is also not necessary, so delete this. Sorry, not this. Just give space over here and change the title of the web page. I'm going to give my web page title as project C2, and I'm going to copy my heading here in the body element, which we copied from the web page. Just type h3, this is the heading, size h3, and paste the heading. Okay, now give Alt Z for text wrapping, it will come like this. Okay, now each 4 side corner. Okay, this is corner, 4 corners, give this. Now what you're going to do is you have to first insert a square box. Okay, like this you have to insert a square box, and then you have to change the radius. How to insert a square box? Create a development, and inside this development, actually I have mentioned this as inline CSS. Okay, this is I have mentioned inline CSS, but you can create class and ID or anything. Okay, but I am using inline CSS. Give style, sorry, it is typing somewhere. Give style equal to, and inside this what you are going to do is, first of all, you have to give height and width. Okay, and that height and width should be same in order to create a square box. And my height equal to 200 not equal to colon 150 pixel, and width colon 150 pixel. And now what you are going to do is border, back border. Okay, border styles. How to give border? Sorry, background not. Border style. Okay, border colon style. Sorry, hyphen style. And you can see a lot of border styles here, and you can give dotted and press semicolon, and it is showing continuously. And you have to give border, border color, and you can give any color. I am giving coral. Now what you are going to do next is border width, that is also important. Border width 5 pixel. Now give semicolon. And one more thing which we saw here is box having square as text. Okay, you can see square inside here. Okay, so I am giving square as text here. How to do that? In the development you have to give square as the text. Type this. Now press Ctrl S. Now you are going to open your web page in the web browser, and you have to go to your folder of VS Code, and you have to open it. Now project, where is our project? Project C2. Now you can see a square box. Okay, so how to change the individual radius sides, the individual radius of 4 corners. Okay, that is what we are going to learn now. So before that, we have to understand one thing. Okay, when we are changing the radius, okay, when we are changing the radius, or if you are giving individual padding like that, the order will be clockwise. Okay, you can see this as top left will be the first thing. Okay, top left will be the first thing, and moving clockwise top right will be the second thing, and moving clockwise border right will be the sorry bottom right will be the third thing, and bottom left will be the fourth thing. Okay, this is the order. Whenever you give individual properties for any border or margin or padding or anything, now we are going to give border radius for individual sides, individual corners. So how to do that? First we have to give top left. Okay, so go here. What you are going to do is just give border top. You can see many things here, and border top left radius. That's what we need. Press enter and give 5 pixel. And next border top right. Okay, border. Where is top left? Okay, I can change it. Border right. Border top right. Radius. Okay, that's I'm going to give 50 pixel. Why I am giving 50 pixel? Because here in the top left the radius is very small, but in the top right the radius is huge. Okay, that's why I am giving 50 pixel. Give 50 pixel. And next border bottom right radius. Okay, and this radius is also huge, so I am giving 50 pixel for this. 50 pixel. And next border bottom left radius. Okay, here I am giving 5 pixel. Now let us see what will happen. Press Ctrl S, go here and reload. Now you can see. Okay, now you can see the difference here. It is similar to this diagram. Okay, but the border width is high here. Okay, if you give border width increased here, border width, where is border width? Border width here, sorry. Oh, actually there is a mistake here. Border width, spelling mistake. Sorry if I didn't correct this. So that only it appears very small. Press Ctrl S and go back and reload. Now you can see the border width has got increased. Okay, like this. Using inspect you can change the values also. Okay, that is what the use of inspect is. Just know how I did this. One more time I am showing. Just right click on this element and give inspect. And give border width here. Change border width by double clicking. Okay, you can give 50 pixel. And here border top right radius as 75. What will happen? Let us see. Press enter. Close this. You can see a lot of things changed here because I have increased the border width. Okay, the radius also has got increased. Like this only it will be appearing, but it will not change the original program. We can just assume how it will be. Okay, by using inspect. Press Ctrl R, it will be coming back the original. Now let us move on to the second. Let us now see the second thing. Here I can see the square, but I have altered the border radius of each of the individual sides. But now what we are going to see is how to do this using shorthand border. Okay, shorthand border radius option. Here we did not use shorthand border. Every time we give top left radius, top right radius, bottom left, bottom right, like that. Okay, but using shorthand option, it will be very time consuming thing. We can give the code very shortly. So how to do that? Go back to the editor. Now have one more box. Just copy this whole thing. Select this and press Alt Shift down arrow. You will be having another box like this. Now I will be deleting all this border radius styles. Okay, just delete these things. This is what we are going to change now using shorthand option. Okay, so how to give shorthand radius? Okay, just type border radius. And now what you're going to do is if you give 5 pixel, let's say 25 pixel, 25 pixel, and press Ctrl S, go to your page and Ctrl R. Actually, I should have changed this title. I'm sorry for that. Just copy this, and here you can change the title. Press Ctrl S, go back, reload. Okay, fine. Now what you can see here is I have just given the border radius as 25 pixel. Okay, so what does it mean is all the corners will be having 25 radius. Okay, 25 pixel radius. Okay, but if I have to give individual radius of the corners, just delete this, and using this shorthand option, what we will be doing is give 5 pixel, and the second thing should be in percentage. Okay, the first thing is top left radius, already I have told, and the second thing will be top right. Okay, and it should be in percentage. I am giving 25%. And the third thing is bottom right, so I am giving 5 pixel. And the fourth thing is bottom left, I am giving 25%. Okay. Okay, fine. Now let us press Ctrl S and go back and reload. You can see, okay, the top right and the bottom left are having more radius. Okay, so now let us see one more thing. Actually, we should be giving percentage in second and third for top right and bottom left. So what will happen if we give in pixel instead of percentage? Give px here and give px here. Press Ctrl S and go back and reload. Actually the value changes. Okay, that's not a problem. But usually people will be giving percentage only. Okay, in the second and fourth thing, in the top right and the bottom left. Okay, that's all. And move to the third thing. Change two developments to inline elements. Okay, here you can see this is the first development, this is second development. Usually we can say that two developments will not be existing in the same line. Okay, if we give first development and second development, they will be printed in the separate lines and they will not be getting in the same line. Okay, let us see what will happen. Type this, give heading, just copy this and type h3, copy this. Now let us give the first development, div, just copy this by alt shift down arrow and give this is first div, here this is second div. Okay, now press Ctrl S and go back and reload. Now you can see it comes line by line. Okay, next line, in the next line, but you can see here this comes in the same line itself. So how it is happening is that we have changed this to inline element. Okay, we have changed this to inline elements. So what will happen is the second development will be coming to the previous line itself. Okay, usually the development will be having space. Okay, when there is no thing is written, when there is nothing written in the development line, it will be leaving space. But when we will be changing it as inline, that space will not be there. Okay, the next line will be occupying the previous line. Okay, so let us see how to do it. So now what we are going to do is, in order to make two developments coming to the same line, what we have to do is give a class name for that. Okay, give a class name for that. My class name is dev. Okay, dev, that's enough. Here also I am going to give same class name as dev. So next thing which I am going to do is, I am going to represent these two developments. Okay, I am going to represent these two developments here in the head element. First thing which you have to do is give style tag in order to create styles. Okay, and here what I am going to do is dev.dev. So what does it mean, dev.dev? Dev.dev means all the developments, okay, all the developments which are having dev as the class name. Okay, let us see. Dev.dev means this dev means all the developments. Okay, this dot dev means all the developments which are having the class name as dev. Okay, that's what dev.dev means. You can understand this very easily. Okay, already we saw all these properties in the previous videos itself. Now open curly braces, and next thing which we are going to do is we have to create a box like this. Okay, square box. How to do that? Using shorthand option, I am going to give border. Okay, border. I am going to insert the border width 5 pixel, border style as dashed, and border color as purple, and give semicolon. Now I am going to give height and width. Actually, first itself we should have given height and width. That's the proper way, because first we have to give height and width, then only we have to insert the border. Okay, even if you change it, that's not a matter. It's no problem. Give 100 pixel and give width as 100 pixel. Now what you should do is, that's it, I think so. Now press Ctrl S and go back to your web page and see what happens. Now you can see two boxes are in the next lines. Okay, so how to make it in the, how to make this second development coming to the first div? Just go here and give display. Sorry, it has got stuck. Give display and press colon. Now we can see a lot of things here. Okay, a lot of things. What are the things you can see here is, you can see inline block, inline flexbox, everything. Okay, flexbox, everything. I am just giving inline. So what will happen is both the two elements will be coming to the same line. Press Ctrl. Now you have to give semicolon here and press Ctrl S. Go back. Reload. Now you can see both the developments have come to the same line. So what happens is, the thing which was a square now has become like a rectangle, because the rule of an inline element is it will not be going to the next line. Okay, it will not be moving to the next line. For example, we had a square, but the square is not extending to the next line. Okay, in that line itself it has got constructed. Okay, so how to make this coming to the next line? Because we have more height for this square. Okay, so we have to make it come to the next line. So how to do that? Just change this as inline block. Now it is constructed as a block, so it will be occupying the second line or third line or anything. Just press Ctrl S and go here and reload. Okay, but why this happens so is, it is alternating. Okay, this is not having the same height because of this is second div. Okay, this does not contain more space to be written. So what I am going to do is just change the height width. I am going to give height as 150 pixel and here I'm going to give 150 pixel. Now press Ctrl S, go back, reload. Now you will be having the same order. Okay, in the same order you will be having. Now let us move to this. Set width and height to an element and change that to inline block, inline block, that is inline block, and I have inserted as in block. So the next thing is set width and height to an element and change that to inline block. Okay. So just to know that how to make an element inline or block or inline block. Okay, that's it. Nothing more technical. Now just give heading by h3 and just copy this. And type here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create 3 developments. Press Alt Shift down arrow, and here what we can see is this is a development like that I have typed. So type here. Here you can do one thing, press Alt and click here. It will be having what is mean by that, cursor for 3 lines. Okay, this is div element. Just click here. Next thing which I am going to do is I am going to give height and width. Okay, just create a common class here. Just create a common class name here. Dot divs. Okay, div1. Okay, before itself we have created a div element, div class. So I am giving div1 and open the curly braces and give height. Just copy this. Okay, the previous code. You don't need to write that every time. Copy this. So by this what I have done is I have given height and width as same. So it will be a square box, and I have given border width, border style, border color and everything. Okay. Now I am going to change. Now I am going to here I am going to give 3 classes. Okay, just copy this, Alt Shift down arrow, but I am going to give 3 classes for each development. Okay, but they will be having the same height, same width, same border properties. Okay, but I will be creating 3 different classes. For this, the class name is div2, already we have written, and here this is div3, already we have written there, and this is div4. Okay, I'm going to insert a heading for this, h4. Okay, this is div, Alt Shift down arrow, just copy this by Alt down arrow. Okay, it may be just confusing, but you don't need to understand everything. Here I'm changing this is block. Okay, and here I am giving this is inline block. So what you can understand from this is this is div. Okay, this is just a div element, and this is block. Okay, this will be a block. Oh, I'm sorry, it should be in inline. Okay, I'm giving inline. That is what you need to know. This is inline, and this is block, and this is inline block. Okay, you need not create a block display for a block, because already div is and block element. So delete this. This is not necessary. So delete that class also, class div3, that is not necessary. So delete this also. Now what I am going to give is div2. What is the thing which we have to display? We have to display this as inline. Okay, we have to display this as inline. So give display as inline. Display colon inline semicolon. Okay. Actually, I should have not deleted this for block. Okay, that was a mistake that I did. I'm sorry for making you getting confused, but that's not a problem. I will make you understand. This is block, and I will not be allocating any class at all because already this is a block element. Okay, just delete this. That's it. And now for this I have to make it display as inline block. So how to do that? Go to div4 class and make display as inline block. Now press Ctrl S, and now what you're going to do is just see what it will happen. Actually the box is not visible here, so why? div2 class div4. And here also I have done a huge mistake and I'm sorry for that. Alt shift div3, give class for this as div3. I did not create box for this development. That was a mistake that I have done. Please forgive me. Here I have mentioned, okay. But the display, you don't need to give any display at all because this is already block. So it will be appearing as block, okay. That's it. Press Ctrl S, go back, reload. Here you can see, okay. This is how a development will be, div inline will be looking, okay. Inline element will be looking. Even if you have created a box, it will be looking like this only. And the block will be looking like this only. Inline block will be looking like this only. I have made just to show that how to change the display of an element. Okay, this is a block element, but I have changed it to inline. But this is a block element. I have changed it to inline block. That's what I needed to show you. Now next is shadow. Okay, this is called a shadow, and I have told that see how other background position look in inspect. Okay, so this will be taking some time in order to explain this because already we have crossed 30 minutes. So we will be discussing it in the next video. Okay, if I am telling much in a single video, you cannot understand all these things. Now I am just changing my title as this is not having shadow. Okay, delete this. We have completed changing individual radius of box, inline block element, and inline block element. Okay, that's all. Inline block element. Okay, we have discussed all these things. Okay, let us see in the upcoming videos, my friends. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for supporting me. Please subscribe me. Thank you.